We're here with Denise from TESL NL. So Denise, with that, I'm just going to hand it along to you and let you begin your presentation.
Okay, thank you, Lindsay. I'm Denise Faulkner, the graduate students representative for TESL Newfoundland and Labrador. TESL stands for Teachers of English as a Second Language, and we're particularly looking for volunteers to help us at our virtual conference later this year, scheduled for November. Now, yeah, so basically what's TESL NL? TESL NL is the province's affiliate to TESL Canada, and the T stands for teacher of English as a second language. So for anyone who is currently aspiring towards or currently working with English as a second language learners, TESL NL is the professional association that you need to get involved with. And so if it is that you have interest whether to do it as community outreach or community engagement, to volunteer to support our ESL learners at varying levels, then I strongly recommend that you pay attention and get signed up. Now, the members of TESL NL come from various sectors, whether they are ESL or Learn teachers who work in our public schools from K through to 12, or they are like instructors that we have here at ESL programs at MUN that work with students who are studying English for academic purposes. These would be students who need to acquire a certain level of English proficiency before pursuing tertiary level studies. And of course, there's language instruction for newcomers to Canada, which is delivered through organizations like the Association for New Canadians. So the members of TESL NL come from various sectors, and so you never know, depending on your interest professionally, academically, whether or not you may be crossing paths with someone who is a member. And so it may be a great opportunity for you to get even more involved. Now, about our virtual conference. Now, from last year, we had been planning towards our November 2020 conference. This is our very first conference, and it's themed on the language learning in a time of change. How pointed. But at the time we planned, we had expected to have in-person conference, and as you would expect, that has changed. We are still planning for either totally virtual participation or a hybrid, depending on how things will look in November. But what we want is to recruit persons to give the virtual support, and the conference is scheduled for the 13th and 14th of November, so you can make a note of those dates to make sure you keep your calendars clear. Now, what kind of staffing needs do we have? Well, we're going to need volunteers before, during, and after the conference. And so the kind of roles that we need persons to fill include Zoom co-hosts, session moderators. These would be the persons who go through the chats, probably introduce a speaker or presenter to help persons get into breakout rooms, things like that. And we need communication support. So whether it is from sending out emails to registrants, to staying in touch with our presenters and different hosts, our sponsors, etc., to social media support, whether it is someone who's able to manage our social media accounts, make sure that we are streaming the event live to the different social media channels that we will use to deliver the conference proceedings, and even digital designers. So whether it is how to design a flyer or put together a brochure that we can distribute to our attendees and participants. So a wide variety, but in most cases heavily tech-based. So you need to be comfortable with your computer, comfortable with different platforms like Zoom and YouTube and Facebook Live and Canva and the different resources, email marketing platforms. So if you have any clue about those things, please look into getting involved. because we're going to be needing persons even from now leading up towards November. Now, if you are interested in being one of our volunteers, you can go to bit.ly/TESLNL-give. And it's all full caps for TESLNL-give. So everyone who is signing up as a result of promotions by the Student Volunteer Bureau will be filling up the form. Here on the form, you will be able to let us know what positions you are interested in filling, what special experience, skills you bring to the table, so we can assign you to the right committee and the right team to get this to work. So thank you very much, Lindsay.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Denise. So a question that we do have is, at the link that you've provided here, is that a registration process or an application process?
This is just to register your intent to help. So it's not like you could be turned away. Once you once you have the willingness and the availability to support us, then go ahead and share your contact information. Let us know what skills you have, and we will be in touch with you.
Wonderful, thank you. And generally, are there any background checks or references required for these? Or is it, again, once you kind of get that point of contact with the volunteer, then you're able to place them in a role?
Yes, we currently don't have any positions that require a background check, but if it is you have recommendations, references for past experience, maybe putting on a conference or giving social media support, or you can show us that you currently are in a role where you are, managing Zoom meetings, stuff like that. Share that information. The more you can share to boost your profile, the luckier you will be to fit the shoes that you ideally want, versus being said, oh, we need people here, so go here. So if you can show us that, this is something that I was made to do, then we will put you in that spot.
Wonderful. And is there any sort of training provided or anything for these roles?
Yes, definitely. So even if you don't feel like an expert, let's say at being a Zoom co-host, we have different committees set up for the different responsibilities, the different areas that we need people to service. And so if, for example, you are on the team of Zoom co-host, then we will have training sessions for all the members to let them know what skills, what techniques, what where the buttons are, who to talk to when something goes wrong. We will go through all that training. We will ensure that people are put on schedules, so not one person doing the same thing all the time, but that the work is distributed evenly. So yes, we will definitely be preparing persons. So even if you come with a little bit of cluelessness but a lot of willingness, we will equip you to complete the job.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. And what would be the general time commitment that you're looking from volunteers?
As little as an hour. If all you have is an hour to pop in and to moderate one session, or you can give us an hour to design some flyers or some social media graphics, or you can give us an hour to set up our email marketing tool. Whatever time you have, just get in touch. Let us know what you're available for. On the form, there is a section where you can give a long form answer. You go and give as much detail as you can. So if you look and you're like, my time is tight on that weekend, I only have between this time and this time, or I'm not available on the weekend of the conference, but I do have a week from here to here that I'm totally free and I can do whatever you need me to do. Just put that information there and we will find something for you.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing, Denise. So I think that might be all the questions that we have here today from the audience. I'm wondering if there's any last minute information that you'd like to put in, or anything else you'd like to say before we conclude here today.
Well, I would say that even if you have never worked in an ESL environment, an environment where queer persons are serving and working with speakers of other languages, it is very, very fulfilling. You won't regret it, whether it is just getting to know the people who may have taught you in school, working alongside them, because we have lots of teachers on board. And so get involved, make some connections, because this is a professional association. You never know who you may come across. We have international speakers, presenters, panelists that will be showing up. This is an opportunity to rub shoulders with who's who. So get involved. It is a big conference. And so come and serve, get connected, and level up.
Awesome. Thank you, Denise. So folks, this is TESL NL. So if you have any further questions for Denise, Denise, is there an email or anything that folks can contact you at for
Sure.
questions?
All through the slides, I have here teslnl.ca. That's our website. So you can visit our website. We actually have a contact us form where if you have questions, you can drop them there. Just put your name, contact information, and whatever questions or message you'd like to convey to us. So just go to our website, teslnl.ca, and you can get all the details on the organization, on the conference, and drop us a message if you'd like.
Wonderful. So folks, teslnl.ca, that's the website you can go to if you'd like more information. We see here bit.ly/TESLNL-give. That is the application or the registration, sorry, for this opportunity. So if you're interested in getting involved, please reach out, register. I'm sure Denise would love to have you on the team. And thank you again, Denise, for taking the time here today. And we will certainly post this up on our website, and hopefully you'll be hearing from some wonderful MUN volunteers soon.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.